Yo, it's your boy BwnSugar back again with yet another episode of the album review show. This time we'll be reviewing a mixtape. I'm talking about Raheem DeVaugh's Heemy Taught Me To. Now, this is a new mixtape to me. It is a new mixtape at that, but there's obviously an original because this is Heemy Taught Me To, and I thought it was just like ironic because you know the whole. Kanye West got a song on a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy called Yeezy Taught Me, so I thought it was like a play on that. Raheem being Heemy, I thought it was like a play on that. It's like his thing, but no, there's an actual original mixtape to it, and that's Heemy Taught Me, which is also available on that Piff. But anyway, we're talking about. This one, which is Heemy Taught Me To, available now on the only place to get your mixtapes in myview.piff.com. It in fact dropped on the 1st of this month, and it's already gone bronze, being downloaded over 25,000 times, I think, on the website. Sponsored, so you can pick it up for free now. Heemy Taught Me To in general is like an amazing mixtape. I love the whole thing when artists take the hottest beats from right now off artists, borrow them, or as Raheem says, stealing them. So, off artists that have already dropped them and putting their own spin on it, and stuff. Because I think as well, it must be just as hard, no matter how hard it is for how talented an artist is, when they've heard a song already and that artist has made that beat their own and made it really, an integral part to the song and made it really identifiable with that song. I think it's hard to then take a beat and then, at least to think about it. Tell me if I'm wrong at @Grainers_TV. That's how you're going to get involved with us on the show, or comment at the bottom of this video. But anyway, yeah, I think personally that it would be hard to take a original beat that's become synonymous with a song and then write new words for it and make a whole different thing. But I love when artists do it anyway. For the first real experience I've had with it in regards to mixtapes and really popular in general was the Dedication 4 mixtape that Lil Wayne dropped not too long ago, where he took the highest beats from right now, like some stuff off 2 Chainz, Coco Bangs, stuff like that, and made it put his own spin on the tunes or wrote a whole different song around it. With the Heemy Taught Me To mixtape, Raheem does exactly that, either taking a beat and making his own complete song with completely new lyrics and stuff like that, and putting his own sort of stamp on it, but yet with a familiar feel, or just changing some of the verses slightly, just as he says, remix the track. So he does either or on Heemy Taught Me To, and it's refreshing. The second track on it, I believe, is Slow Dance. It's a 21 track mixtape. Slow Dance actually features twice. He must have thought, I don't know whether that's a mistake or whether it's just one of those things because he liked it so much. For people need to hear this again. But yeah, Slow Dance for me, because I'm a big Kerry Hilson fan, is an amazing song. I really wasn't expecting it to be that, but when I heard that beat drop, I was excited from there, and I pretty much knew that it was going to be a hot mixtape. And boy, was I right. Slow Dance is a completely rewritten track for Raheem, but it's got that familiar hard sort of hard but jamming beat that the original had. So it sort of has the feel of the original, but with different words. So Raheem is doing his own thing, and that's how he made Slow Dance his own. So I particularly like that track and what he did with that on Heemy. He also did um, Trey Songz Love Faces as well. Quite like the original. What Raheem does again is basically change some, if most, of the lyrics and creates his own track round what Trey built. So it's pretty much a tight homage to the original. So I like it, but it's done his own way. Again, Lotus Flower Bomb. Again, this was risky because I'm a big Miguel and Wale fan, and I absolutely love this song. So for me, when I saw it on there, I was like, don't know. But to be fair, if you have listened to um, Lotus Flower Bomb, which features on Wale's latest album, which is Ambition, featuring Miguel, then if you like me and you love it as much as I do, and you know how iconic and just what a smooth and fantastic song and beat that is altogether, really covering it for most artists would be a danger. But I'm listening to it and then realising, obviously, if you've listened to like Raheem DeVaughn stuff before, and I was only a really fleeting fan, but the more mixtapes that I hear off Raheem, the more I like it because the more I think about it, he does, he's got my kind of R&B down because I like the classic sounding New Jack's real smooth sounding beats, and that's what and I love that in my R&B, and especially when that comes to my hip hop as well. From being such a hardcore R&B fan in that way, then you can't go wrong with me for that. And that's what he does with Lotus Flower Bomb. He uses basically the magic that Wale and Miguel already created. Doesn't really change that. Rewrites the words pretty much so it's his own composition, but keeps the beat the same. But he uses the general theme and just chooses different words, and puts his own story, own interpretation onto that tune and makes it his own. So really, if you think about it, there's no other artist, at least for me, that could have covered that, because the way that um, Radio has um, rewritten this song and made it his own, he's really made it into his own song. So it makes you think that if anybody was going to cover the song, then it had to be him, because really, as the original, the more you think about it, and it gets you to think about it now that Raheem's obviously done this version, but he could have done the original in my view as well, because it's the original was to Raheem's caliber of kind of smooth R&B type hip hop influenced track as well. So he could have done the original. So him covering it just as right in my view. There couldn't be nobody else that would have done that could have done Lotus Flower Bomb, and for me to like it. It would have been risky for everybody else to do it in my view, but for Raheem, it's definitely on point. So, I love that track on there. That's definitely one of my favourites. I've mentioned Slow Dance. Like track 3, Insomnia. That's just a completely individual track, his own beat and own lyrics. Track 4 is the same. Rejoice already is like just a reprise of a track of the track that featured on the Destination Loveland mixtape. So it's nice to hear that again. I mentioned Love Faces. You was actually my first real taste of Raheem back in 2008, and it featured. I remember seeing it on UK's MTV Base back in the day originally. Then obviously when I got Grand Theft Auto 4, it was on one of the radio stations there. So that's really my first taste of Raheem through that song. So it was nice to hear the original version on this mixtape. It was a nice surprise. Um, Another track that features on Destination of Land, Save Me From Myself. Slightly change the beat just a little bit, make it a bit different. So a different spin on his own track, which is cool. I enjoyed it. Coco Banks is bangs drunk in my cup. The bit that I like about that is because the beat is exactly the same. It's actually kept the bit where it says Coco's name in it, so it's pretty cool. It's like a real homage to the original track there. I like that. But Drunk in My Cup is an absolutely sick track anyway. Lay a While. It's basically through the whole mixtape, the whole theme of the mixtape, and really if you know Raheem's music, and as I say, as I've listened to more and more of his mixtapes, that I'm become a real fan, really from a proper fan from the point of Destination Loveland. So I'm pretty late to the game, but I'm confident enough to say that the type of music he does, and he makes no bones about it, especially in this mixtape as well. It's is baby making music. So Lay a While is really the epitome of that. It's just an ultimate fuck track. That's Lay a While. Ask Yourself as well. It's, smooth, sort of slow dance track. In fact, throughout the mixtape, he makes references to how if you're a woman, you should get down and touch yourself. So while listening to it, so you can't get any clearer than that. It's a baby making mixtape, and it does a good job of setting that scene up. So yeah, another one of my favourite tracks is Insomnia, Rejoice as well. Yeah, and I mentioned You, the original that he had on the album Raheem DeVaughn as well. I think that's what the album was called, as I said, and it featured on GTA 4. Drunk in My Cup, Play a While, and Ask Yourself are all my favourites. As well as Love Faces, as I mentioned before. So yeah, really, Heemy Taught Me To is a great, absolutely amazing mixtape. If you're used to Raheem's music, then it should be what you expect. Really, I wasn't sure how to take it because I thought, I wasn't expecting to love Destination Loveland as hard because as I said in this video before, I am pretty much a fleeting fan of Raheem up to Destination. So I wasn't sure how to take or whether to even download Heemy Taught Me To, but something told me to try it out because I loved Destination Loveland, and I thought this might be the sequel because I wasn't sure if he'd shelved the whole place called Loveland project or what, but it doesn't look like he has, so I can't wait for that. Heemy Taught Me To, can't wait to listen to the first one now. Is just an amazing piece of work for a mixtape. I mean, all the mixtapes I've listened to, two now, including this one. So, Destination Loveland and Heemy Taught Me To. I can't wait to listen to Heemy Taught Me, the first one of this project. And obviously, I can't wait for a place called Loveland and the next studio album that is out in March. So really, I advise you that if you're a Raheem fan or pretty much new to his music, but love your smooth jams, R&B, and your basic baby making music, then for a mixtape, it's like a top album. I would pretty much say I'm gonna go out on a whim and say it's a 12 play for 2012. So that's what BwnSugar's saying. Raheem DeVaughn, Heemy Taught Me To is a 12 play for 2012. Big claim, but for me, that's what it's like. So yeah. So really, if you want to be part of the next generation, you know, if you want to hear the new 12 play, then you know, get on Heemy Taught Me To, because for a mixtape it's free. You know, if you like that kind of, if you like, yeah, as I say, if you like your smooth R&B and you like Raheem DeVaughn, or you're new to Raheem, check it out. You know, you can't go wrong for a free mixtape. Pick it up off thatpiff.com right now. It's really worth a listen and you'll enjoy it. So with that, I have to give it 5 out of 5. And yeah, and I've already said it is BwnSugar's 12 play for 2012. So go download it now. So yeah, that is my review of Heemy Taught Me To, out now on thatpiff.com, free and sponsored. So if you ain't got a free account on thatpiff.com where you can get all your hot free mixtapes from, then you don't need one. You just go on there and download it. It's by Raheem DeVaughn. So yeah, as I say, that's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you disagree or agree and you got your own favourite tracks, we'd love to hear from you. Put your 2 pence in at @grainers_TV on the Twitter. If you want to be part of the relaunch of Goes Rogue, our former live streaming radio show, now coming back in podcast form, which is going to be downloadable everywhere soon. If you're a unsigned artist that want to get your game up and get exposed, because Raheem does follow us. If you don't believe, go and check. So, you know, if you want to get out there and want to connect with Raheem and all the other great people that do follow us and other artists and that, and want to get on that GN Artist Showcase, which features on the Great Noise TV YouTube page, then send your material to greatnoise@hotmail.co.uk, sorry. And then, yeah, if we like it, we will play it. This has been another episode of the Album Review Show with me, your boy BwnSugar. Look out for the my other show, the new episode of my other show, which is the Breakdown YouTube podcast for the best in the goings on of the music industry all around the world. And that will be dropping on Sunday. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment, rate and subscribe. Peace.